Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Vault Studio NFL podcast. I'm one of your devilishly handsome hosts, JA, and I'm joined in a room, and I want to start.
Don't worry about us. We're old news.
I'm a handsome guy. What do you want from me? Got
I wouldn't even call us news anymore. No, we're just old.
Exactly. We've obviously got Scotty here, Quadzilli's ripping those jeans apart. George, who no word of a lie to everyone watching, asked me to feel his hamstring about 2 minutes ago.
It legit happened, yeah.
No, it was like 5 minutes ago. Okay?
He said it's, and I quote, "It's like a rope. Come feel it." And
yeah, as
a respectful man, I felt it because if a bro wants you to feel his hamstring, you feel it out of respect.
Man enough to admit it. But anyway, don't worry about us. The big news is
we are joined in studio by our man teleprompter, Tommy. We're doing a Friday night podcast because Scotty, I know he was doing something he hasn't complained about all week.
I haven't fucking said a word about it.
You literally haven't said a word about it. We were worried that you.
Actually, there was a time in the group chat I thought you died because I was shitting on George for something. I was like, "Where's Scotty?
Where's Scott the team up?
where is he?" Yeah. And then someone called you.
You don't know what team I'm going to pick, though. I'm like the.
That's why I love it. It's what I love and fear about you.
You don't know where it's going to come. Nah.
Welcome back, Tommy. Good to be in the studio.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah, it's you can still hear the shit talking. It's just in person. It's just a full different event.
It's a different vibe.
Bro. It's a vibe.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Depending on if you're woke or not. You're not vibing.
You definitely don't want our pre-conversation, our pre-podcast conversation if you're woke.
Normally I get updated with, George's his gropings and stuff of his body, but I got to see it today.
Gropings is accurate, by the way, ladies.
We do get George does force himself upon us.
Trust me, if you're woke, you don't want to be within 3 square kilometers of me.
Of you, yes. I'm glad you said
you're going to get because ears are going to get a bashing.
If I don't want to point fingers in this room, but you're the problem.
How am I the problem?
You just said it. 3 kilometers.
Okay.
And if you are feeling the vibe and you want a bigger vibe, head down to the Sporting Globe Churnside Park. Our magnificent sponsors. World Cup's on tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. I believe they're opening Sporting Globe Churnside Park for the soccer.
That's a
bullshit.
I believe so. I think I saw a post today that they were doing it. I apologize if I'm wrong.
Huge if true.
Hey, can we research that before? No one's going to listen to it.
No. Get to the Sporting Globe because with new liquor licensing laws and stuff, pubs aren't open. They're not allowed to open until 10 o'clock. So
right. Get in there, watch the Socceroos, go Socceroos. We've got to beat the Yanks. If we beat the Yanks, we're through.
What's a win for the Socceroos? Getting is obviously just
next.
I think just beating Turkey was a bit of a win, but that was one of the fucking best sporting moments in Australian history.
That was unreal.
But that's one of the best Australian sporting moments ever.
I
don't know about ever, but it's good. It's
one of their comments was like, "Yes, that was for Gallipoli."
Oh,
I saw that.
That's elite.
And it was very funny.
Look. The reason why I enjoyed it the most.
Very good.
The reason why I enjoyed it so much was because of all the shit talk from the Turks beforehand. It's like,
and America are doing the same thing.
Yeah, America are very.
The Yanks can't help themselves. They just got the biggest mouths in the
world.
It's
also their home tournament, so like you can get why.
Yeah, they also don't have their best player, so that's.
Isn't it at Seattle Stadium?
I think it is.
At Lumen Stadium?
Yeah, it is.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, so no Pulisic, so we're a huge sniff.
Yeah, that sounded like a different language to me. But yeah, go. No Pulisic. We're going to win. I hope we win. Go Socceroos. It's very enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Make sure, follow if you want more, George's takes on the soccer. I believe he played in a rep team in under-8s for soccer, so he knows.
No rep soccer, just rep basketball.
He knows ball.
I know more ball than Scotty.
Yeah,
he knows more ball than Phil Jackson.
No. Come on. Let's not say silly things.
No.
No, the accountant that works in Broadmeadows.
Shout out to Phil.
That's Phil Collins. You fucking idiot.
It is Phil Collins. Hey, Phil Collins again.
Elite. Hey, you want to go through Phil Collins?
Mate, just listen to the Tarzan soundtrack.
He'll forever be in my heart. Tarzan, cool. And make sure you follow us on social media if you want more of this absolute smut. Facebook, Tickety Talk, YouTube, and Instagram. And I want to give another shout out to Tommy for his work on the socials the last 3 or 4 weeks. Unreal stuff.
We are doing numbers on the social.
It's been very good.
We're actually doing fuck all. It's all teleprompter.
It's all Tommy.
We as a collective.
Yeah.
We're doing numbers.
Tom can drag us up.
I will point fingers on that, and it's Tom. It's all Tom. Shout out to you, big dog.
How long until we're signing autographs is all I want to know.
Are you going to sign them in Greek or English?
Both.
Both tits. James. Don't let George drag you down to his level.
Come with me.
We've got a couple of news items tonight, and then we're doing a really fun one. We've been thinking about doing this for a while. By a while, I mean, we were going to do the conspiracy of the NFL, and then one of us brought up a sliding door moment, and then it was like, are we doing sliding door moments?
Yep.
So we're doing sliding door moments, big what ifs in the NFL history. Some really good topics, some really fun topics from the past too. There's some really good ones.
Yeah, this should be good.
Some I'd forgotten about that are really good. But I think we need to start with with some somber news, and which sucks in the NFL, but it does happen time to time. And that's Alden Smith, who passes away, only age 36. Was obviously an elite player for the 49ers, did his rounds a little bit. I think he played for the Cowboys for a year.
I think he came back. Yeah, I think he only played for the Niners, I think, and then got not delisted. I just don't think. I think
they cut him because of marijuana issues.
I think the NFL had him on the non-exempt list. So don't quote me on that. Maybe Tommy can get this up quickly.
Yeah,
but I think he was on the non-exempt list, and then he came back for a year for the Cowboys, and it was like he lost a step.
Yeah,
he was 49ers. Then he went to the Raiders for 2 years. Then 2020 went to the Cowboys, and then went to the practice squad for the Seahawks in 21.
Right.
Yeah.
Never made the team.
But regardless, this guy, like, people think he was a bad guy in the NFL. He had some issues with marijuana, which unfortunately that was the time when it was a big deal. We talked about Josh Gordon a bit as well.
Yep.
He had some issues as well. He certainly wasn't a bad person. And whatever he did in his past, he made up a lot of it in his future, because there's a guy I follow who was an old 49ers player. His name's Jesse Suolo. I'm sorry if I said his name wrong, but he played in the Super Bowls in the 90s. And he actually posted on Facebook that he was shocked by this, because the day before he had spent a couple of days with Alden Smith and all the 49ers rookies, with him going through, telling them, what nots and what's to do, sort of thing, how to look after yourself, helping them prep for their career. Big charity guy. The day he died, he was out doing charity for the day.
Yeah, he was delivering pizzas to the less fortunate people.
Yeah, and it's just has it come out? I always assume in the situations that he's taken his own life, but we don't know yet. But regardless of it, it's really, really sad.
No, he was just found dead in his car.
So we don't know what's happened though.
I think they've ruled out suicide.
Okay, well that's.
Yeah,
it's still horrible, but it's a positive that didn't happen. But
yeah,
it's just a very sad story. And a guy, he's 36 years old, has his whole life ahead of him still. So
very, very young.
And had a lot to give. So I think that's the main thing. So
isn't it a shame though that he just played in a time when marijuana was so illegal, frowned upon,
and the NFL had like a hard stance on it too. They make an example out of you.
Guys lost, prime years in their career, and now. 10 years, fast forward 10 years later, like, you can just go to a chemist and just buy it.
Yeah,
it's pretty wild.
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
If you want to go something positive about him, the 2012 season, he finished with 19 sacks on the season.
Second year, yeah.
Second year, that was in the year that the 49ers lost to the Ravens in the Super Bowl. He was one of the best defensive players on that team.
Oh, he was a stud.
And he was second to J.J. Watt for Defensive Player of the Year that year.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's really sad. So
very sad.
Condolences to all his loved ones, and rest in peace, big man. It's sad news. Should have had plenty more years. So next topic, we want to touch on Patrick Mahomes. Obviously reworked his contract. It adds 2 years. It's $500 million.
Just $500 million.
$504.75 million. He's contracted now through to the end of the 2033. You heard that right. 2033 NFL season. Highest paid quarterback in the NFL. It's $64 million. It starts in a couple of years. It goes up. So it's still on the $50 million for the next couple of years, and then it bumps up. Big signing bonus. Scariest part is when he's 2033, he'll only be 38 years old, which I know is quarterbacks. It's not that old.
No, you're probably just in your twilight. You're not.
Yeah,
like you're still playing at a high level, but not like a backup level. So for reference, Aaron Rodgers is like 42.
I think he's 43 now.
43.
I actually think Aaron Rodgers might be 44 during the season.
So he's 5 years older. So imagine Rodgers 5 years ago.
He was an MVP.
That's where Mahomes could be.
Yeah, and I think he'll if he's still playing really well, they'll just rework it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably in a couple of years.
Yeah.
But like my only issue with this, I think Mahomes is a terrific quarterback based off his last season, which wasn't great, and
really his last two, but
his last two haven't been the same. I think that's fair to say. Definitely 2 years ago wasn't the same. He was still okay, but wasn't the same. Like, he didn't have a lot of talent, so you gave him a bit of a leeway there. Last year he wasn't. The talent was better, but is it great still? You can give him some leeway, but then coming off an ACL. It feels a risky time to do this. That's my only problem with it.
I don't understand the reasoning of why. Why would you do this?
Well, they probably had a lot of guarantees coming up, so they're just kicking the money down the road a little bit.
All right. Well, that's fine.
It did. I think it saves them 20 odd million next year on the cap.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they do it.
It's all cap work. If he's in your long term, like this is essentially the signing a guy early who's already signed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's like if they don't rework him by 2033, his cap will be $70 million. That will probably be nothing.
Yeah,
for quarterbacks.
Yeah, because
they're probably going to be at 90 million.
30 million a year.
Cap's going to be 500 million by then.
Well, like Joe Burrow's going to get paid. Allen re-signed again, and then Lamar's probably going to get paid in this time frame. So,
and all like rookie quarterbacks, like Mendoza will be getting his second contract before that ends.
Yeah, true.
Like that's how far it is.
Caleb Williams, Daniels.
There'll be some big contracts done before then. So I think he'll probably reset the market again in a couple of years if he's still playing really well. But also, if I think
if he was smart for Mahomes, I think if he was smart, he should be trying. Not. Why does he need to be the highest paid guy?
Well,
hubris thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he was smart, he'd be taking less money to try and get.
You say it all the time. The only person that's ever done it was two people I know of, and it's in a different sport: Jalen Brunson and Steph Curry.
Well, Tom Brady did it.
Tom Brady made a career.
But he's a very unfair comparison because his outside of football money was through the roof, both through his marriage and through he was the second highest earner in his marriage.
And you don't think that Mahomes' off-field money is through the roof? Of course.
Do you think that he's struggling to survive with just $34 million a year?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's doing tough, man. Like he's got.
Anyway, that's it. If he wants to fucking walk in the room and have the biggest dick and be on the most money and cripple his team, and they're not as talented, well, that's fine. That's a choice you make.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Scott.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I personally see it different. I would be happy with a competitive salary, and then that can buy you 2 or 3, good starters in the league at $10 million a year. But whatever.
This always comes back to you have to understand when it's all said and done, this is their job. I know it's football, and to us it's glorious, and we'd kill to do it for nothing. But this is their job. Like we would all want more money if someone else doing the same as us or less than us was getting more. We would all want.
No, yeah, but like the end goal is for us is just to be paid. For them, it's to win a Super Bowl.
That's right.
That's different.
But maybe it's not. Maybe it is just a job sometimes as well when it comes to contracts. And agents are involved, and everyone wants to get their spoonful as well.
Yeah, I know. But like at a certain point, when are you not on life-changing money?
No, they all are. From the second they get drafted, they are really.
Well, the second contracts, let's just say you're in proper generational wealth.
Not 99 out of 100. If you're a first-round pick, like you're going to be fine.
Well,
there's
exceptions to every rule.
They should be fine.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
So, like I agree. If it was me and I was a player, I'd be like, look, just give me $45 million a year and use the extra 30 to go and get 2 really good players.
Yeah.
Like you can get a starting guard for 20.
That's what I'm saying.
Starters. Then you're not running for your life. But anyway, whatever.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Mahomes.
Well, that's what Mahomes actually did in February this year. Looks like he converted his salary into a signing bonus.
Yeah.
Don't ever let that fool you that they're doing the right thing by the club.
No,
to get money in their
but
pocket.
it's just it's
a win-win
done.
Exactly.
So I think he does. Yeah. Look, I'm not going to shit on a guy for getting paid.
All I'm saying, I think an element of this is the fact that he just wants to be the highest paid.
I agree. Or someone wants him to be. And I think he'd have a big say in that. I also think his agent has a big say in this stuff.
And so he should.
A lot of these guys,
a
lot of these guys don't actually deal with the money.
Yeah.
The agent just comes and goes, "Hey, you're now signed till 2033. You're the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, and you're going to get $500 million over the next 7 years." And he's like, "Cool, no worries."
I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but is there a chance that he comes back off the knee and struggles?
I think this year there is a chance. I'm not willing to back that he's going to be a bad player.
I don't think he's going to struggle and be. What are you saying? He's struggled.
Like for the last 2 years, he's been bad.
Bad's unfair. That's not.
We're not going to waste too much time on this.
Last year he was bad.
He wasn't bad. He just didn't have a good team around him.
I don't think he was bad last
year. He still throws the ball well. He still plays the game well.
Last year they lost a lot of close games early, and then he got hurt.
He was kind of in the MVP debate for the halfway point of the season because of the team was going so bad that he was still doing enough that they were like, is he really good or is the team?
Yeah, I think saying he was bad the last 2 years wrong. But anyway, that can be for another week when he gets his next contract in like 2 weeks' time because someone else will get paid and you'll have to jump him again.
That's pretty funny.
All right, let's get in. Tommy, give us
really funny.
Give us your intro into our sliding door moments. The NFL. That's very good, Tommy. You boys can't see it, losers.
No.
I can see the screen because Tommy shares it with me. All right, what's first, Big Tombo? Give us our first sliding door moment.
All right.
Can you put it up on the big one, please?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, if you want to.
Put on the big one.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
In the meantime, we are going to start with, we might as well just stay with the Mahomes theme, and it's the legend that began with the 13 seconds that crippled the Buffalo Bills.
This one, I put some notes on this. So this was pretty crazy. So 2021 AFC divisional round. It wasn't the championship game. Mahomes sets up a 49-yard field goal with 13
it was the championship game.
No, divisional round.
No, I don't think it's still.
I think it was divisional.
No,
Either way.
it was divisional.
Against the Bills, 2 plays, 44 yards. They get the field goal to tie the game up, and then he scores first in overtime. Josh Allen never gets the chance to touch the ball.
Touch the ball, yeah.
And this was, in my opinion, I know people shit on Josh Allen or they changed the rules for him. This is one of the best rule changes in the history of the NFL.
Definitely.
Offenses, not both, and we're going to talk about another one later where another team didn't get a chance to touch the ball, 28-3. But this rule change has made the NFL much better. It's made overtime more exciting in a shootout game, which playoffs can be at times.
Yeah.
You want both offenses a chance to touch the ball. And I think the sliding door moment, this is a very positive one for the NFL and the rules.
Especially the way the rules and everything's been adjudicated. It's all sort of shifted and geared towards the offense too. To have a situation where you're favoring the offenses, it's a tie game. They win it all just comes down to a coin toss. Then at that point, it's not fair. And both offenses need an opportunity.
Is this the year they played the Ravens in Arrowhead and it was like 13-6 or 16-13?
No, I think 2020. I can't remember 2021. I know they won. They went to win the Super Bowl. It was Mahomes' first.
Well, that's the sliding door moment.
No, they beat the Niners in the Super Bowl.
This is the sliding door moment. If Josh Allen gets to the Super Bowl and he wins one,
yeah, that's
completely different perception on him. Like he will have an MVP and a Super Bowl. Probably Super Bowl MVP.
What was the was it the divisional round or the AFC Championship game, Tommy?
Yeah, I was just looking at it. It was
divisional round.
It was division. They played them in the AFC Championship the next year, where the Bengals beat them.
The Chiefs play in the championship game that year.
It was the Ravens, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the Ravens.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Wednesday Flowers.
Was that when he Flowers? I thought
that's the one. That's the one that the Chiefs won 16-13 or something.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
And did Flowers fumble the ball going in for the touchdown? Was that one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's that one.
So many matchups.
We confirm that
too. Yeah, but for Josh Allen, this was like, who knows what happens from there?
Yeah,
if he goes on and beats the Ravens, goes on and wins the Super Bowl. Now this is why it's a lame hypothetical episode. These are the what ifs. But
that's why
the Chiefs were
suggested
it. He loved this one. The Chiefs were the best team in the NFL that year, and if Allen was able to knock them off, in Arrowhead, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That's that momentum. I believe propels the Bills to win the Super Bowl.
And also the other sliding door moment is that I think the Bills have won every matchup since then. Outside of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they're so pissed off that happened and they trounce them every regular season game and then they've lost the championship game. So it's like a huge landscape change for the AFC.
They almost became their playoff bunnies that day.
That's right. Yeah.
And like, this is where I go back to, quarterbacks get so much shit for not winning Super Bowls, which I hate. I think Super Bowls are a team stat. I think winning is a team stat. I think quarterbacks play a big part in it, but I think quarterbacks are held too highly in regard when they win and blame too much when they lose. And I believe that a whole scale across the NFL.
I think that's pretty bad.
I think
there's definitely an exception that
I agree
breaks the rule. Like a quarterback can definitely lose you a game. Like
agreed, but I think that that Josh Allen thing.
That's not on him.
They're up by 13 seconds left. They were celebrating on the sideline.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, it's tied.
Mahomes, no timeouts, I don't believe.
Touchdown to Kelsey, and they win. And Allen's just sitting there.
Never touches the ball.
10 minutes later going, we were up 3 with 13 seconds, and we just lost, and I haven't held the ball in my hands.
Yeah.
So how can you blame him for that in any single way?
Yeah, that's right.
But everyone go, he hasn't won a Super Bowl. There's been plenty. And he was bad last year. In the Denver game.
Oh, but he was still good enough to win the game. There was that iffy call.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But he had some bad moments in that game. That was his worst playoff game ever, I would say. And it was still pretty decent. So in the end. A big moment there. Tommy, what's our next one?
Yeah, the next one. Just to clarify that, it was the Bengals 2 years in a row that
the
Chiefs played. They beat them once and then they beat them the other time.
That's right. Yeah, to make the Super Bowl. Yeah, to lose to the Rams. Yeah.
Next one, staying in the Super Bowl world. Big what if is Malcolm Butler if he stayed benched.
But Scotty, lay it on us, bro.
Oh, I've said it before. I don't hate the play call. It works like mathematically.
It's analytically, it's correct.
Yeah.
This is, and I'm not just saying this because it's Seattle. This is without a doubt the stupidest, most trying to outthink the room play call.
Well, it's not though.
Well, it definitely is.
It's trying to think the room because you're going with analytics.
Yeah, you're on the 1 yard line. You got the best at the time, the best runner between the tackles in the NFL, in Marshawn Lynch.
Yep.
You need 1 yard. Give Marshawn Lynch the fucking.
Yeah, but you got no timeouts, and I think there's only 17 seconds left or something, or 20 seconds.
I had it. There was 20 seconds left.
There you go.
Was thrown.
So if you get the pass, it's a quick 1-step pass, and then you've got 2 runs.
They had one timeout.
They had one timeout.
So they were playing pass on first down, run on
timeout.
Second. If you don't score, run on second, timeout. Then you can run on third, and then you can actually get a 4th play quickly as well.
Yeah.
I hate analytics. I've always said I hate the way coaches play the analytics way too much, and coaches get away from feeling the moment in a game.
Thank you.
But I actually don't think this was. I think he had the right mindset for this moment because they
Russ
wanted
was cooking as well, just quietly.
It was what this play comes down to, and this is where I think people often want to put it on Seattle and the call. This was Bill Belichick being one of the best coaches in NFL history because he schemed this play. They worked on this play for 2 weeks before the Super Bowl.
That's true.
And when they set it up, I can't remember who the guy comes down
Brandon Bowers.
And he tells Butler, we're switching.
So what if you want to know the whole background of all of this, if anyone cares.
I care.
So it was Seattle's go-to goal line play, and it was a rub play to get Ricardo open, and the only way you could blow it up is if the defender gets in front of the block and he's at that mesh point. And Brandon Bauer, who was obviously at Seattle the year before, knew that they were running that play goal line, told Belichick about that play on the goal line. And then Butler there's the arse end of Brandon Bauer there. He was right there in the play. So he knew how to defend. Yeah. I think it was Curse that was setting up the rub. So, I mean, it just comes down to if Brandon Bauer is not on that team there, Seattle probably win. But analytically, you need to have the 3rd play because they're probably going to be. You're assuming that if everyone in the world's going to give you the ball, give the ball to Marshawn Lynch, they're probably going to double A gap blitz, double B gap blitz, and have linebackers and safeties flowing. And then what happens if you get crushed or if you get a fumble at the mesh point? It's a safer option. You're not expecting to throw a pick at the goal line.
I'm not sure that the safer option is throwing a pass on the 1 yard line. That's not the safer option.
Well, it was their go-to play. That's what I mean. I think Seattle gets shat on too much for this, and Patriots take enough credit.
So if the center gets blown up, right, there's so many more things that can go wrong in a 1 yard play with a run than a pass. Because the center gets blown up, trips Wilson over as he's handing the ball off.
I disagree. I'm backing Lynch to get me 1 yard,
and that's fair too.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that I can see everything that they've done, and if that's their go-to play and they can get 2 more run plays, cool.
I get the methodology behind it. That's why my opening phrase was that he just tried to outthink the room. Just take 3 steps back, look at it from a bird's eye view. I've got a good enough O-line. I've literally got the best runner between the tackles in the NFL. Just give him the ball. Give it to him.
It's all fair. But my point is, Seattle get too much shit. Patriots ain't getting enough credit. It was a great play.
The sliding doors moment it's massive for both legacies. It further increases Brady's legacy. He gets bailed out again.
He gets his 4th.
He actually gets bailed out by the refs in this one. You would
bailed out massively. The absolute cheat that he is gets bailed out again. So that adds another notch to his belt, and obviously detracts from Seattle's belt.
They're lucky they won it the year before. That's why Carroll doesn't get as much.
Yeah, they were
because he won one.
But then
they were lucky to win that game too because they only won.
Russ gets a second ring. He was cooking in that game too. He probably gets a Super Bowl MVP.
Yep,
he's a guaranteed Hall of Famer.
And then there's
Lynch was cooking as well.
He was. And there's Sherman has come out and said that was a big dint in the team core as well.
100%.
Well, because then it was the turning point where Sherman was like, well, Wilson's a bit of an asshole. I can't even call him. Like, he's fucked it. Like, you know what I mean? It's been talked about as a big turning point in that that could have been a dynasty.
Because obviously winning glosses over a lot of things, man.
Everything. If they're winning, Sherman sitting there drinking his beer going, you know what? I don't care. Right, Russ. I don't care if I can't call you Russ. Just won a second Super Bowl. Yeah. Super Bowl MVP, dog. You're all good, man. I don't give a shit.
I think what started the cracks was that there was particular players that thought that they called that play for Russ so he would get the MVP over Lynch. And like I listened to a Seattle podcast with a player that was on that team, and he sort of debunks it a little bit, but he's like, there was feelings of that, but he feels like, and he was part of the offense, that wasn't how it was. That was our play.
But it started cracks.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Because that's a known conspiracy theory that's the reason why they did it.
I think there's some merit to that. Wilson was starting to get treated a little bit different.
Yeah.
And like their defense was obviously the heart and soul of that team, and then Wilson's on a different pedestal, and everyone else gets treated differently. I think there's some merit to that for sure.
Yeah,
from everything that I've seen and heard and all of that.
Yeah. So Carroll called his number because he wanted him to get the.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like at that time and past that time, that Wilson was treated a little bit different as the star quarterback and got different things than the rest of the team got. Right. And I think that's also with this created some of the divide.
So what about the theory of the play call being for Russ so that he could get the MVP?
I think that's a load of shit.
Okay.
I don't think Carroll would. I think Carroll's wanted winning over anything else.
100%.
Yeah, I truly believe that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can understand where the divide came from as well.
Yeah,
I can see the perception
how people
inside.
got there. Yeah, I can see it.
Because you got to think like a lot of guys on that team would be saying what I'm saying. Just give Lynch the fucking ball.
I guarantee you every defensive player on that sideline were like, Lynch is going to score here. Yeah. We're going to win the Super Bowl.
Do you think even like the way that people look at that Super Bowl changes as well? Because if you give it to Lynch and he doesn't get the 1 yard, everyone's like, well, they stopped Marshawn Lynch.
People are probably more willing to eat it.
That's what I'm saying.
Or God forbid, if it's just an incomplete pass and then the next one goes to Wilson.
No one's ever heard about it.
And the next one goes to Lynch and he scores. After the game, they go, why'd you pass? He's like, oh, well, I was doing it to get the third play. And he was like, thank heavens I didn't need the third play, man, because we scored. Like,
no one would
changes everything.
No one would ever think about that play again.
It also would have made Brady 3-3 in Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Do you think the Legion of Boom stayed longer if they win that Super Bowl?
They didn't. They played right through to 2016.
Yeah, I know, but I think a few, like as you were saying, like Sherman started to like say that's where the cracks came from. Did the guys sort of go, well, we've won 2?
No.
I also think the Legion of Boom ended with Cam Chancellor's injury.
So. Yeah, Cam Chancellor had a neck injury and Sherman had a ruptured Achilles and in the same year, and then the year after or 2 years after that, Earl Thomas left. So
I think Cam Chancellor started the end of it because he was such. I don't think people appreciate how fucking important he was to that group.
Oh, he was the heart and soul of the whole team.
He was the man. People think it was Sherman and Earl Thomas. It was Cam Chancellor.
Yeah.
The legacy from that one play, the 2 different legacies is pretty crazy.
It is.
It's a huge sliding door for NFL.
Door.
All right, let's segue into another Brady chop out, which is 28-3.
This is unbelievable legacy. We're talking now.
I'll tell you whose legacy this probably hurts the most.
Definitely Matt Ryan's.
Shanahan.
Yep, I agree because he hasn't gone on to win one.
Yeah.
So I'll give a bit of background to people who don't know, which they're probably knowing. This gave Brady his 5th Super Bowl. So they were down 28-3 at halftime, came back, won in overtime. Again, Matt Ryan didn't get to touch the ball in overtime.
Yep.
The rule probably should have changed then. This gave Brady his 5th Super Bowl, which tied him with, I think, almost every
Bradshaw.
I think it actually put him in front of every quarterback in the NFL ever.
Right.
I could be wrong there, but I believe it was.
So what they scored? They scored like 30 consecutive points. Is that right?
Yeah. And people, this is the huge consensus on this was this went when Brady went from like one of the best quarterbacks ever to the GOAT.
The GOAT.
This was the point it changed.
His GOAT moment, yeah.
This guy's the best quarterback ever. There's no doubt about it. No one can ever. You can argue it all you want. I'm not going to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's unfair. Down 28-3. So fun fact. Shout out to my boy Chris Bryan.
Shout out.
Me, Richie, and Chris Bryan. We were actually doing a podcast for a betting company called. I forgot what they were called now, but it wasn't like a sports bet. It was like a professional betting entity.
Right.
And we were at then Telstra Dome up in like this fancy room. And at halftime, we were doing a little interview talking to a few people. I think Ben Graham was there as well. And we were chatting. We're like, oh, any chance for the Patriots? And all of us were like, nah, I think they're in real trouble here. I think it's over. And Chris Bryan got up and he had a few beers, as Chris Bryan is a fucking legend. And he said, nah, never rule Tom Brady out. Get your money on him. He's coming back. And when me and Chris Bryan rolled out of Crown Casino at 4 a.m. with 5 high rollers that won about 30 grand that day betting on him, he was just arm in arm with them going, I told you, boys. I told you.
It's so good.
It was we were all like, you fucking moron. They did it. And it was one of the coolest. You could feel it.
Especially when you got money on it. It's the best.
Oh, and as it went in the room when all these people, because what they did was like, they're professional gamblers. So they double down, they hedge. They do
of course.
So everyone was hedging on the Patriots at halftime. So then when it's like, you could feel the room, maybe 100 people in it, just like buzzing and growing, and all these dudes are like, everyone wins so much money.
And even if you don't have money on it, if someone's going to win like, 5-10 grand on a bet, you instantly go, yeah, let's win this bet. Like,
it was like us with Tyler Shook last year. We were all pissed off when he got Rookie of the Year because we knew you had money on it.
I got ripped off.
But that's what I mean. Like, it was incredible. I think the sliding door moment is that win, it destroyed the Falcons. They never got back.
Yep.
Shanahan cops are for it. Dan Quinn then gets fired a year later.
Yeah, they fall off a cliff a little bit.
And they fall apart. And I actually don't think they've been back to the playoffs since.
It was actually halfway through the third quarter. It went 28-3.
Was it not halftime?
It was 21-3
at halftime. Was it? Yeah. And the big play in that game
was Julio Jones.
You're right. Yeah.
So there was the Matt Ryan. There was a play that they used to run. And they had Devonta Freeman, the running back. He was a very good running back. And Julio. And Julio would basically go deep, and Freeman would release. And why they did it against the Patriots, because Hightower, their outside linebacker, he would always blitz and leave the running back wide open, and you just get yards. And in the second half, this is where Matt Ryan really fucked it, because they ran that play. Julio was deep and he beat his guy. The play is not designed to go deep because you don't have the time. And it's a clear out. Yeah. And what Hightower did was leave Freeman. Freeman shot out and shot past him, was like, you beauty, I'm going for 40 yards here. No one's around me. And Matt Ryan held it for half a second longer to try and hit Julio deep. Hightower stripped it, recovered the fumble. They score on I think 2 plays later, and it was game on. And you could see Atlanta were like, oh, shit. That was our play. If we hit that, we're easily in field goal range. Maybe we punch in a touchdown and we end this. This is over. They're not coming back anymore. And it flipped the whole game.
And also, like, the defense just laid over and died as well.
Yeah, they just all crumbled.
Yeah.
As I said, the pressure went the wrong way. The momentum flipped on them, and it was all over. And it was one of the most incredible Super Bowls I can remember watching. It was
and one of the players that I recalled that could have played in that game, and I've just looked it up, that he did. Yeah, Dwight Freeney was on the Falcons, and he had 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, and I believe his first. I think a lot of people thought he'd be the Super Bowl MVP at halftime, because I think he had 2 sacks or something.
I'm just trying to read it here.
He turned back the clock that year for Falcons.
Yeah,
it's
3 forced fumbles in the playoffs.
Yeah, he had a dominant playoff performance.
Was that Matt Ryan's MVP year?
Yep.
It was. Yeah.
I believe at the time, I don't know if it still is, it was the best offense in the history of the NFL in terms of points and yardage.
Because he was
the Colts this year.
He was MVP and Offensive Player of the Year as well.
Yep.
Right.
That was when they used to do it that way.
Right.
Which is another great rule change. That's dumb. But yeah, massive sliding door moment for everyone involved in that one. Shanahan's now known as a choker because he keeps losing Super Bowls. No, it's great he gets there. Don't get me wrong. But
so just think about this for a sec.
3 and
Brady. They run with Lynch and Brady doesn't get it, and then
he doesn't get his 4th. Yeah.
And then the Falcons don't choke a massive fucking lead.
And he doesn't get
a 4-score lead,
and he's still sitting on.
And we've got another Brady.
We've
got another lot of Brady later as well.
He's still sitting on his 3 in his first 4 years, where he was not the man.
The defense.
That was not the Brady that we knew in future.
We've got another Super Bowl coming up where maybe Brady couldn't have got one as well. But we're going to go away from games for a little bit, have a bit of fun. Our next one is going to be, should Aaron Rodgers have been pick number 1?
This is really, really interesting, man, because
Can I spin? So I had a off the rip sliding doors moment, and now we're going to Aaron Rodgers. Mine flips in perfectly. What happens if Green Bay never get Favre?
Oh, from Falcons.
From the Falcons. If Falcons keep Favre, Green Bay aren't this powerhouse team.
Mm-hmm.
They probably don't draft Rodgers because they're picking up way higher.
Yeah.
So they're not picking him in the 26th or whatever it was.
24 he went.
Yeah. And then how many Super Bowls did they get to? Was it 3?
Yeah, Favre won 1. Rodgers won 1.
No, did Favre lose one as well?
Yeah, I think he lost
to the Broncos or something.
I believe he lost one as well to Elway. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
Yeah, when they went back to back. Yeah.
Yeah. So they wouldn't have gone to 2 Super Bowls. They wouldn't be this, professional team that we see that just keep drafting these superstar quarterbacks or keep getting these superstar quarterbacks. And then on the flip side, like, would Atlanta be good with Favre?
Probably.
Like the early,
the what if? Camera Tommy. The what if is if like does Favre become Favre at Atlanta? This is what this stuff questions you.
Yeah.
Favre was shipped out of Atlanta pretty abruptly. Like they didn't like him. If I've seen the documentary on Favre, and it was they hated him. He was a bit of a knucklehead.
Drank a lot.
Yeah, didn't like
picked and choose when he went to training.
Didn't love training too much. It was like get rid of this kid.
Yeah,
and then he gets to Green Bay. I've forgotten I think it was Mike Sherman was the coach then.
Right.
And then
Holmgren
was the QB coach or the QB OC. Coach,
yeah. And they turned him around. They basically said, you got all the time in the world. Come in, sling it, let's go.
Yeah.
And you know what? Be a bit of a knucklehead, but do it on not game day.
Yeah.
Do it not on training. Work your ass off and do whatever you want in your very time.
Fair, the eye-opener part is that, like, part of the NFL program, and especially at that time, he was like just prescribed painkillers all the time. So he became an addict to painkillers and drinking. So, like, it was sort of like the NFL culture also created that monster a little bit as well.
The NFL have a lot to answer for how they treated players 30 years ago, 40 years ago. They just juiced them up on whatever they needed to get them through. And you know what? We can say they didn't. I don't think they knew to the extent what they were doing. I
disagree. I was listening to a Joe Rogan last week with
Rogan.
Terry,
is that a different?
Joe Rogan with Terry
Bradshaw. Is that the food?
Joe Rogan Josh, I believe.
with Terry Bradshaw. And basically he was saying on there that, you just go into the doctor's room and they just jab you.
You
and
trust them.
You don't question it. You just go, they know what they're doing. They just jab you up and then off you go.
It's also part of being in a team environment as well. It's like, you want to win. Yep. You're out there. You're like, you feel a little bit guilty that you're not out there playing. And the team doctor that you trust goes, this will make you pain feel better, and you'll pull up. All right. You're like, sure. I'll inject it or fucking give me those tablets or whatever, and I'll get back out there. So
no idea what they're taking.
Yeah.
Rogan goes to Bradshaw. You know what you were taking? He's like, no, I never.
Synthetic heroin.
You didn't think to ask? He's like, no.
It's just more. What's the right word? Like
regulated.
Now. Regulated. That's the best. It's
regulated.
Way more regulated now. So
yeah.
And then the Rodgers, he was predicted to be number one by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Alex Smith went number one.
Yep.
And in fairness, Alex Smith
had a very good career.
The 49ers started a bit rough, but he had a pretty good career, Alex Smith, and one of the biggest legends ever to come back from that broken leg. I'll never disrespect that man.
The 49ers, when
he's in Kansas City, were good too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
The
49ers at the time they drafted Alex Smith were no different than the Jets and Browns now. Shit ownership, shit coaches, shit GMs. Everything was a fucking mess. They were the laughing stock.
They were every year.
And Alex Smith started to turn it around, and they went in another direction. And I think the owner sold the team, and then the new owner came in, and then that changed everything. But like, they were the dregs of the NFL. They were disgusting.
100%. I used to play with him Madden all the time because they were the worst team.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what's your team? I'll rebuild them.
Yeah.
And then Rodgers, it started to fall. He then fell to Green Bay at 24, who no one thought were going to go QB. And even Green Bay didn't, because they in no world thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be there, because they had him very high in their draft. And apparently as it got to their pick and 23 didn't take Rodgers, they called Favre and went, we can't let this slip. This isn't replacing you, but we got to get this kid now. And Favre was like, cool, man, whatever you want to do. I'm the best quarterback. I'm a gun. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Cool, bring him in. And then, leads to them winning another Super Bowl. And Aaron Rodgers, arguably being he's definitely one of the best quarterbacks ever. There are plenty of people that argue that he's the best quarterback ever.
Yeah.
I personally think he's the best quarterback.
I think he's the best. I've said this many times. He's the best passer of a football ever. He's not the best quarterback ever because the accolades haven't been there.
He's on the short list of just, if you watch a guy play the position, you don't worry about any awards. He's on that list for.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Just as at the playing the position, he's unreal.
Yeah.
His athleticism, his ability in big moments. He's one of the best big game players ever.
Arm talent. Yeah.
People they underestimate how fucking good his arm was, power and accuracy. He's huge slide into a moment for said maybe if the Niners get Rodgers, maybe he has to start straight away and it doesn't work out the same way. You just don't know with these things. But
pretty handy to sit behind Favre for 3 or 4 years and
on a good team that's set up to win now. Yeah.
I'll ask you one question on this before we move on. If you're the Niners, knowing what you know now, you take Rodgers, right?
1,000%.
There's no world you don't take Rodgers.
1,000%. The only reason he fell was because everyone thought he was a bit of a dickhead with all these interviews and all that.
That being said, though, like what we saw from Alex Smith, like if Alex Smith had had this situation with Green Bay, would his career be much different? He wasn't like you throw it, cast away.
Oh no. They were both expected to go very high. Yeah, and I'm saying like if
he got bashed in his earlier years, like
knowing what we know now, like
you probably do take.
Do Rodgers. The Niners go? We're going to back Rodgers is going to be good no matter what.
Yeah, I think the arm talent's probably is much better. Rodgers' arm talent's much better.
Yeah.
Very interesting one. Next one.
Is he going to be the only, there's only one guy that's in the Hall of Fame already from that draft. I think Rodgers looks like the only other guy that can be in the Hall of Fame from that draft.
Okay, so
who's the other guy?
D. Ware.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Hey.
Very fair.
Hey, praise my Jesus, DeMarcus Ware.
Maybe like Darren Sproles one day or Frank Gore, but
Frank Gore's unlucky because Frank Gore's almost punished.
But they look like the only two that really are.
Frank Gore had a really bad drop off for about 8 years,
and then kept going. He should have just
he should have hung him up.
Frank Gore is the Hall of Very Good.
Just wanted to throw that in there because it seems a bit.
Yeah, no, I think Rodgers. Yeah.
All right, we're going to stay in the draft world and move to the 2017 What If draft, and that is if Patty Mahomes went to the Chicago Bears or the Indiana Bears.
So I just want to say this off the top.
What Super Bowl is that? Are the Bears in there?
What are you talking about?
He's got a Super Bowl thing.
It's a 2017 draft.
You idiots! Have a look at the fucking jersey. He's got a Super Bowl thing. I'm just asking what.
It's my Photoshop.
It's clearly a Photoshop of another Bears number 15. I'm assuming Kyle Orton or it'd be Rex Grossman, isn't it?
Or Tim Tebow.
It's Rex Grossman, number 15 for the Bears.
So the only reason that
there's a white guy. That's all I can tell you.
It's Rex Grossman.
That's all I can tell you.
Or Jim McMahon, but they didn't have Nike jerseys back then.
Nah.
Shout out to AJ Brown.
So this is a mildly hot take, but the only reason Patrick Mahomes is because he went to Kansas City and he went to Andy Reid.
Wrong.
He would be nowhere near as good. Nowhere near as good in Chicago.
I'm going to do my traditional. I'm going to sit on the fence here. You're not wrong. There's merit to that.
I think there's a lot of merit.
We talk often about the players have to land in the right situation. There's not many players if you land in a shitty situation and you end up having a good career, right?
100%.
And he landed in a great situation. Like again, this was a team that had a bit of a down year. They traded up. They didn't need a quarterback because they had Alex Smith.
Yeah.
And it was let's get him now, sit him for a year, and see what happens.
He played one game that year. I think
the last game of the season,
right?
And balled out.
Right.
Balled out.
And he had a really stable organization, really stable front office, stable roster. The best head coach ever in my opinion.
JJ McCarthy's in a pretty good situation. He's got a stud receiver. He's got a good quarterback. He's got a reworked O-line and really good defense. Really good defensive coordinator.
You're not comparing anyone on that coaching staff to Andy Reid. That's laughable.
Kevin O'Connell is in the same conversation as Andy Reid.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
No, as in as in quarterback coach and getting a quarterback to play that way.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not in the same conversation as Andy Reid. That's a ridiculous.
They would be in the top three. Those three together.
James, help me here, bro.
I'm perplexed.
That's a baffling statement.
This feels not quite as dumb as pressures are better than sacks.
Wait, do you think that Kevin? Okay, well then Kevin O'Connell's the worst coach in the league.
That's not what I said. I said he's not in the same conversation.
He's in the conversation. He's in the top three conversation with Andy Reid
as offensive coaches.
Yes, right now, this very second, leading into this season, he would be right there.
No, he's not.
Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan.
And
Kevin O'Connell's right there with those guys.
I don't know. I
he's
don't think
okay.
He is.
All right.
He was with Darnold. I'm thinking about it more. Just let me
Cousins had a lot of good years.
Let me percolate this.
Let me go back to my original point,
yes.
which is that the reason Patrick Mahomes is because he went there. If he went to the stinky Bears with a stinky front office, shit coaching staff, substandard roster, he's not.
Was Nagy the coach then?
Yeah, he was. I'm pretty sure it was his first year.
No, they would have had the guy before that,
which is an offensive guy. I can't remember who it was.
Tommy will look that up for.
I think talent outshines coaches.
These are why these.
No, I disagree.
What do you mean?
No,
there are a lot of people that say that Mahomes was actually the best quarterback in the draft, or even over Deshaun Watson.
I'm not saying that he's not. He's obviously very good. The point I'm making is that going to a really good situation does fast track and elevate your development.
Yeah, maybe if he goes to Chicago, it's disastrous.
It's John Fox, 2017.
Oh, yeah.
Was Foxy
See what
boy.
I'm saying?
But like, there's been plenty of times that a team has landed a very talented quarterback and they get rid of their coach and they get rid of the OC and like, we need to get the really good coach in right now with this player. That happens frequently.
Yeah, but I don't think this was it because they had Alex Smith.
No, I know, but
this was let's be honest. The Chiefs got lucky. They got a little lucky that they landed him, they had Andy Reid, and all the stars aligned.
That's what happens. He fell. The stars aligned.
Well, he didn't fall. They were shat on for this move, the Chiefs,
because they had Alex Smith playing at a high level.
They were. This was like Ty Simpson.
I think it was because they traded up. That's why they were.
This was Ty Simpson sort of operation. You've got a good quarterback. Why are you getting a quarterback now? Get a player that impacts now. Yeah.
Not Mahomes. Like Burrow went to a fucking dog shit team. They turned it around. Like
that's true.
There's every good quarterback goes to a shit team. So the talented quarterbacks turn the team around. It's not the coaching staff. They get the coaching staff around the quarterback.
It's both. Yeah.
So on the other side of that coin, if Mitch Trubisky goes to the Chiefs,
still be out of the league.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Chiefs would suck and Trubisky still be out.
So that's saying that Mahomes is good.
You just debunked your own thing.
Why?
I don't know.
That's self-burn. That was a way.
I'll tell you about it later when I'm feeling your hamstrings.
Yes,
right. But this is why it's a sliding door moment, because these are all the questions that get up. Like, does Trubisky end up being okay at the Chiefs? Probably not. Can Andy Reid, the best coach of all time, coach him into a competent quarterback? I don't think so.
He was overdrafted anyway.
100%. This guy was a combine darling. Right. He shot up the board. It was like, I remember when this happened.
And the Bears traded like 3 picks to get into.
Yeah, to go up 1 pick.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the only reason they're not shat on more is because the Niners took Solomon Thomas. And
that's right.
Like he's an okay player, but he ended up being a bust. He's certainly better than Trubisky. But yeah.
I don't know. Is a backup defensive end better than a backup QB?
I tell you what, the Bears.
You're right. They're probably on par.
I tell you what, the Bears would look good with now if they had Caleb Williams and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
that's an offense that you'd want to get behind.
Yeah, but the Panthers don't even have CMC who drafted him.
So. Yeah, I'm just throwing what ifs out there.
I like it.
All right, let's go back a few years now to I think someone who I don't know if you guys would have been born. You're a lot older than me, but
I'm 3 years
almost the same age as you.
I'm relaxed, Tom. I'm 3 years old.
Okay?
Hey, don't let your thick-headed
George, you want to join in the conversation?
Just stick the knife in there, bro. Thanks, man.
Yeah, George, you're much older.
Oh yeah, so George would have been watching this guy on TV. Bo knows injuries.
Yeah,
if Bo Jackson was healthy,
this was one of my original OG suggestions.
This is a great documentary.
Huge sliding door.
Run Bo Run is the greatest.
No, this is you don't know Bo.
Oh, you don't know Bo. What was Run
Ricky Run?
Run Ricky.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Bit of film in Byron Bay.
So the mystique around Bo Jackson. If you haven't watched that documentary, 30 for 30, you don't know, but you should watch it.
Yeah,
doing yourself this
very good story.
The mistake was that essentially he was one of, if not the greatest athlete.
He is the greatest athlete of all time
ever. He's just
constantly voted as the greatest athlete of all time.
Like fit, strong, fast, could jump out of the gym. It was just an unbelievable freak.
Hey, shout out to my Bo Jackson signed helmet.
Yeah, unreal. Good at everything he did. Played the second ever two-way player.
Yeah, him and Dion. I think there's a few more now.
Yeah, he's the first Pro Bowler and first MLB All-Star ever. He's
wow.
So he played for the Raiders and he played outfield for the Kansas City Royals as well. Was it in his second year or his third year that he broke his hip?
So he
popped it out of the socket,
87. He did his hip in the same year that he was playing for the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, so he was literally flying in and out, playing games.
It's actually mental to think about that now, because obviously, like Russell Wilson does a bit of a gimmick where he was a major league player and he would go and do preset, he'd do spring training and get his bonus. And
Kyler Murray was the first round
pick and then bailed on it.
He was a legitimate left fielder for the Kansas City.
Yeah, like this guy was a starting all-star baseball player. And
picked by the New York Yankees, but they didn't want him because he played NFL. They didn't want to put the risk on him. But
I just wish I was watching the sport. What year was this?
87.
I wish I was born so I could have seen like the logistics of how they made this
1991,
which is what his documentary shows. It's unreal.
So it was during a playoff game against the Bengals. He was a traumatic hip dislocation and a fractured pelvic socket.
Yep.
So
I reckon if he did it now, he'd be out for 2 months.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy.
From that documentary, they reckon that one of the reporters on the sideline was close enough and they heard it and they thought someone got shot in the stands. That's how loud it was.
Yeah.
So much power. He broke his own hip because the guy was dragging him from behind and he was power enough to keep powering through. And the guy slipped down into one leg and he ripped his own leg out of the socket running.
His hip out because he's too powerful. Basically, the doctor said, he says in the documentary, like, he's the only one that could have done it because he's the only one strong enough to do it. Like, literally ripped his own hip out of the socket.
But for a sliding doors moment, like, could he be the best running back in history?
Yes, easily.
I think he is.
I think
to say he is
Barry Sanders is entered the room.
Yeah, Barry Sanders.
But he's with all those guys. He's still almost considered with all those guys.
Yeah, but it's just like only 3 or 4 years. Well, at least I know Barry Sanders had a short career, but it was 8 years of excellent. Like, yeah, it's very hard. Like, he could have had who had a huge drop off recently, like a Le'Veon Bell drop off.
Yeah,
like it turns into a big what if, which is why we're talking about it. But like, if he plays 8 to 10 years, he could have been the best ever.
On potential, absolutely. Just from a, and especially was
on talent, raw talent,
run heavy league.
Is he a Hall of Famer for NFL?
No, he doesn't even qualify.
He just can't. You're right. He just can't be.
Yeah,
he ran the 40-yard dash in the 1986 combine in 4.12 seconds.
Yeah, that's apparently like a recorded thing.
He can run 100 meters in 10:39.
So he's an Olympic athlete.
Yeah,
I think he should be considered as the greatest athlete ever by everyone.
I heard a really good what if he stayed healthy. St. Louis and Oakland and all that don't move because the crowds stay going to the Coliseum, so they don't then move into Vegas and.
Oh, they don't move to Oakland.
Yeah, they don't move to Oakland. Sorry, and St. Louis don't move to California and all that.
You're right. It's
St. Louis, and it's crazy to think about
for the mechanisms of the league, man. That's crazy. One player can do all that. I agree. Yeah,
and this is what happens because then Oakland, they were dog shit, and LA, Raiders, and no one wanted to watch them, and I was like, we got to move.
Oakland,
we got to move.
Yeah,
crazy. Shout out to Bo, absolute legend.
All right, we're gonna
watch that documentary, guys.
Oh yeah,
haven't seen it.
Unreal.
Just any 30 for 30, just pick one and watch them. They're all good.
No, watch the one. Survive and Advance is the best ever. The Jimmy B.
As a Red Sox fan, 4 days in October. Also,
shut up, Tom.
Sorry.
Hey, no one cares about the Red Sox.
Hey, you wanted me here? I'm here. All right.
Fair enough.
Let's talk into someone who's maybe not the greatest athlete of all time, but did have an injury that really stopped his career, and it's RG3.
Yeah, this was a big one too. I remember when I saw him, because obviously he'd sprained his knee earlier in the year, and then they brought him back quickly for that playoff game. I remember when he hurt his.
That was at home against Washington, wasn't it? No, against Seattle.
Yeah,
and it was when Trent Williams punched Sherman after.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So that was Wilson's. Obviously, he was a rookie. Wilson was a rookie because they're in the same rookie class.
And they lost to Atlanta in the NFC Championship game, and then they blew up the Pro Bowl, and that changed the Pro Bowl forever because the Legion of Boom annihilated the Pro Bowl.
So like I said, I'm pretty sure he strained his knee earlier that year.
It was,
and they like rushed him back to the playoff games when his huge brace on his knee.
Went to change direction.
I'm like watching that play in my mind as I will.
We're watching the game together.
Correct. Yeah. I will never forget it as long as I live. When he went down, it was like you knew.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like, oh, that's so, like the Bo Nix injury. It was like, well, that fucking sucks. He broke his ankle. This was as he went down. The players knew. Everyone, you could feel it. It was like, oh, this is not just a. They've not, and then they all came out that Schneider and the medical staff knew about it. He's come out and said they basically
Shanahan knew about it.
They put him in. Basically, essentially, force is a big word, but they forced him to play.
I'm happy to say force.
They pressured him so much that he felt he had to do it, and he knew he wasn't ready, and his career's over now because of it. He was absolutely nowhere near the same player ever again.
And also, Kirk Cousins.
That's the other one. Kirk Cousins.
There's so many.
Then takes over the next year.
He was like the 5th round pick or something. Like he was nothing. Like,
and then goes on to be one of the highest paid players ever in the
that rookie season from RG3 was like watching that in real. It was electric, man. Like, and I know that Jaden Daniels had statistically had the best.
It was nowhere near it.
RG3's was way better. I don't care what you say. Call me a hater. Call me whatever you want, but. just the way he played, the option stuff, and everything that he was doing was
and
unbelievable.
it was the option stuff it was fresh then in the NFL.
That's what the difference was.
It was so exciting. Everyone wasn't doing it. It was like, oh, this kid is changing this league. Like, and he was so like, I'm not going to shit on Daniels because he's a skinny kid, but he was so big and so powerful, and had such a big arm, and just played hard. Like he was similar to Cam Newton in that vein of like, I'll go, let's go, I'll run over.
Probably a little bit less.
Probably a little bit less, but in that sort of element. But he had the similar mentality of, I'll go. If I got to get a yard, I'll get a fucking yard.
Dude, even when he was at Baylor, he was like a grown man playing at Baylor. Like the dude, if you saw him, he was carved out of wood, man.
Yeah.
He was enormous.
It's actually a sad what if, because I actually think Washington failed him.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, of course.
They absolutely
and they like with the Trent Williams thing, that was at the same timeline. Like
the neck,
I mean, that's why Schneider. It's not why, but that all is a part of the reason of the story of why Schneider had to sell the team.
Yeah, it's why 31 owners were like,
because that's how you
sell it.
You got to get booted by the owners. That's
every single one of them have to agree to boot you as
all the other billionaires.
I think it's only 28.
It's the same as all the other stuff. Well, whatever it is, the majority have to agree, and they're all rich white dudes that are boys, right?
Yeah.
These owners, if they all go, mate, you got to sell.
Yeah. And
it's only happened twice that I can remember, which was Schneider and Richardson from the Panthers.
Yeah.
Because he was a racist piece of and a sex. Just sacks of shit. Like, it's a very sad moment.
Anyway,
he's a good commentator now. He gets himself in a bit of trouble.
He also sat
to shush sometimes.
He also was a second stringer behind Joe Flacco on Lamar's rookie season.
Yeah, did he win a Super Bowl with the Ravens, or was he not there yet?
No, he wasn't there yet. But his poor play got Lamar a go to start for the Ravens.
Yeah, I do remember.
And then I'm just reading here, Lamar got COVID for 1 week. Remember that? And then
COVID or Lamar?
Yeah.
I remember both.
And then he came in and then played so poorly, he threw 7 for 12, 33 yards. That Lamar came back the next week, and
that was it.
That was it.
Sliding doors everywhere for the big guys.
This is a sad one. I really think that he could have had a really good career.
Yeah, I agree. He would have been like changing football.
And
he would have been part of the change.
This has been, unfortunately, the way these sort of things happen is they end up becoming a cautionary tale. This is definitely one for the young players. And I think he advocates a lot for young players now. Don't be like me. Don't fold. Don't go in when you're not right. You make sure that you're 100% right before you go, because it ends like that.
And it's you that pays.
And if you listen to any telecast, he does say that all the time.
He says it all the time.
He's not short on talking about himself. That's for sure.
No, that's where he's gone a little bit.
I know. His actual analysis of the game's very good. But when he's like, I'm still working out, and you get me out there, it's like, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, he had some bad moments.
Yeah,
personality-wise. Not he's a bad dude, but he just had some like, sometimes it's okay to be quiet.
I think a lot of that is just like he's just shitty with how it all ended.
100%.
He'd be fucking bitter, and I'm bitter for him.
Yeah,
right. Fair. He'd be bitter. Yeah, that's fair. Fuck Washington.
Yeah.
All
right, let's move. We're gonna go through just a couple of these real quick, because not more rapid fire, but just they're all to do about Tom Brady. So we got if Drew Bledsoe never got injured.
Yeah, well, I'll just read a quick notes on this, because I did this a bit more in depth. Let me find it. 2001, Bledsoe, serious chest injury from a big hit in the game. Brady, who was the 4th string quarterback, came in and took over, played so well, and he took over because he managed the offense better. That was why they went with him, because they wanted someone to manage it, had a good defense. They don't make the playoffs that year. He played so well that they moved on from Bledsoe the next season, made Brady the starter. He wins his first.
Went to the Chargers.
No, he went to the Cowboys, Bledsoe.
Yeah, he went to the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
It was diabolical, and then Romo took his job. Bledsoe got injured, and Romo took it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And he won his first Super Bowl in 2002, the next year, and the rest is history. Yeah. Brady goes on to be the best quarter. So if Bledsoe doesn't get hurt, who knows? Belichick.
You'd think at some point he'd get his opportunity.
Well, the
early days
himself that
he wasn't talented enough.
Yeah, it was the opportunity came to him unexpected, and that's what made him realize, shit, I can do this. Lock in.
Yeah,
I've got the opportunity now. I'm not, because he wasn't that well liked in college. I think he was benched in college.
Yeah, he was. I think
there was a lot of.
Was he benched at Michigan?
I believe so. I believe he was benched, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But he had some, and he obviously went in the 7th round, so he wasn't highly graded. And then he kind of got an opportunity where a lot of people didn't think he should have, and it was like, okay, I might be good at this. Now I better lock in.
So like also his strength like whenever you call his prime was it wasn't arm talent. It wasn't like he just knew what the defense was going to do.
Up top.
And he was just basically a mastermind. You only get that from reps. So if he never gets those reps, it's not like he would have just bounced around the league and someone would have gone, oh, we need to get this guy. Like
if Bledsoe doesn't get hurt, maybe the next offseason, like
a camp arm, and he might.
Yeah, maybe he's a camp arm. They're like, you know what? We're only taking 2 QBs, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hope you work. You just don't know. This is why it's a sliding door moment.
Yeah. It's unbelievable how that's crazy.
It's like that, one hit, and don't. Bledsoe was a fucking good quarterback.
Yeah, he was.
He should have ran out of bounds. I watched the footage. He should have just ran out. I don't know what he was trying to do.
Yeah, but
they play tough back then.
I know, but it was just
don't sneak around the sideline like pussyfoot Mahomes.
they had pads up to their ears and they were ready to go.
They were lowering him, mate.
That should have been the time where you ran out of bounds because they actually hit you on the sideline. Then, interesting.
All right, we'll quickly jump into this one because it's the same. What if David Tyree? But this went the other way for Brady, where this gave Eli Manning.
This is Eli Manning's. This is why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Again, another game we'll watch together. We'll look at each other. What the hell was that? That was unbelievable.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
No, he will be. We know. I've come around. I like him so much now. I'm in. Now that he's not a Giant, I like him now.
No, I never. Not even when he was at the Giants.
No, he's a likable guy. This was huge because, and also people say, "Oh, the Tyree catch." Let's not forget Manning shaking off 3 guys on
in
his
the pockets
body, like broke it. Like he earned that rep too.
And he slung it out there too. Come on.
Yeah, like it was like, I'm dead here, broke a tackle, I'm getting dragged to the ground. Fuck it, David Tyree's down there somewhere. I'm sure that's what he said.
He was dancing around in the pocket that long that they were like, hey, that's like another play clock violation. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's actually just an insane play. Yeah. And one of the most memorable plays ever.
Was that the perfect season, Patriots?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Yep. And then they beat him 2 years later, or 3 years later, with the Mario Manningham catch down the sideline.
That's right. Yeah.
Like that was just Eli. That was a real throw.
Another big game player. Eli, very good big game player.
I like Eli.
Yeah,
I'm a big Eli guy.
And I don't know how much you want to spend on this next Patriots one.
Yeah.
This is the what if of Aaron Hernandez.
Oh wow.
Well, here's what I'll say on the Aaron Hernandez thing. Gronk himself has said that Aaron Hernandez was a much better player than Gronk. I think Aaron Hernandez is Travis Kelce if he's on
potentially.
That's what he was trajecting to.
That's not hyperbolic at all. I think that's pretty fair.
And it's I don't want to say it's sad because he did the wrong thing. He murdered people.
His life was sad if you watch that documentary.
His documentary it's actually really heartbreaking. He was gay and hiding it because his old man hated gay people.
And his old man bashed the shit out of him for no reason. So
beat the shit out of him, came from a horrible home. Even the Florida stuff, like he didn't know how to behave, he didn't know how to be. He was just a very lost guy that did a horrible thing and paid the price and then, unfortunately committed suicide. It's just a really sad story all around. And he wasn't a nice guy, but
he wasn't a bad guy though either. Like
there are villains that you understand why they've become that way.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
But he was
horrible life. Until he made
if you read the story about him, you're like, oh, he must have been hated. Like, no. Everyone knew that he just had a demon in him, but he was a genuinely really nice guy. He was a good teammate to everyone. It's not like he was in the locker room punching the fuck out of teammates.
He was really well.
Coaches loved him. Like
he was
everyone
classified as placid. Like he was a placid guy. He just wanted to play football. He was the only guy. Like I've heard Brady and Gronk say this, that Belichick would let him fuck around and joke around and be like, why do you let Aaron do that? And he's like, man, he just needs it. Yeah. That's just him. That's how he feels comfortable. Let him go. It's a tragic story.
I'm sure there's a certain faction of people out there that say, oh, well, he's a murderer and this and that. And that is also true.
He is, and he paid the ultimate penalty.
Yeah.
He went to jail and then he took his own
He's
life.
also one of the biggest what ifs in the way of CTE as well.
Yeah.
Because apparently his CAT scan when they scanned his brain after he died was one of the worst they've ever seen.
Yeah.
Really?
They said it was like Chris Benoit
now entered the chat.
Yeah.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bad.
Just to drop Aaron Hernandez and Chris Benoit in a podcast is is crazy, but what we're talking about.
It's diabolical work.
Yeah.
Hey, Scotty shoots in the hip.
I'm not going to be proud of this segue, but I'm going to it. Talking about hits to the head, let's talk about the Saints PI in the championship game.
Oh, this is, to this day, the 2019 NFC Championship game. What was the scoreline? Because I started writing it down and I obviously didn't save it.
It's like 19-21 or something.
Yeah, I think it was. I think you're right. It was 19-20. A field goal took them the lead by a point. I
think
believe.
so. Yeah.
And look, do they go on to win? I don't know. If they do, though, we then get Brees versus Brady in a Super Bowl, and that was the worst. So it was the 13-10 Super Bowl.
13-6, I think it was. Yeah.
There was the Jared Goff.
It was that bad leading up to it that I just went, I'm not even going to take the day off for it. It's like the only time in my adult life.
It was horrible. It was such a bad Super Bowl. And this is, regardless of the result, this is the worst, one of the worst in all of sport. Missed penalties in the history of sport. It's diabolical.
It was blatantly missed.
Yes.
And there was a signed what do you go around for the signatures? The petition that New Orleans tried to get through their state government to sue the NFL for not looking into it. That's how rich this got.
There's a lot of people that believe it was based off Bounty Gate and all that sort of stuff. It was the NFL making up for all that sort. Look, this was the one where when I said I'm not a conspiracy guy, we know that. When everyone said this was blatant cheating, I was like,
that's there.
My ears are pricked up here because how does any ref watch that and not call the power?
Yeah.
Even the player, I think it was Bradley Roby was the corner that did it. Even after the game, he was like, I cannot believe it. Like he was like, thank God they didn't call it.
Yeah.
But he's like, I can't believe it. Like it's a sign that we're meant to win, and then they didn't. But then you look at the sliding door moments. They go to the Super Bowl.
They get pants.
Goff plays terrible. Traded.
Off he goes.
Stafford comes in.
Yep.
Rams in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl like 2 years
like
later.
that. That's what if they lose that game because of that PI and they go off and lose, Goff's baby's still there. Because they're like, we've never seen him fall apart. That McVay has said openly, that is why I moved off him. Because I did not think he could turn into a big game player for me. And the only thing he says is, I don't regret trading him. I don't regret any of it. I regret not talking to him like a man and saying, hey, I'm going to do this because of this.
Yeah.
He's openly, very recently actually. So I should have been a better man to him as a person. But as a coach, I was adamant that I didn't think Goff could.
In hindsight, it was the right call.
100% the right call. And Goff's gone on to have a good career at the Lions.
Yeah.
And who knows what happens? Like we don't know how it's going to turn out. But
would have been cool to see Brees
and Brady in a Super Bowl. That would have been like the ultimate. At that time, Brady was, and he's still hated by a lot, but that was peak
villain.
Everyone hates Brady.
Yeah. And
was that Deflategate? Was that?
I think it was after Deflategate.
Or was that the phone one?
It was one of them.
Yeah.
I think it was the season. It might have been the season where he started suspended.
That was the phone one. That's where he destroyed his phone.
Yeah.
Deflategate was that.
Yeah, the same one.
Yeah, it's the Signs is the other one.
Oh, Signs. Sorry. Yeah.
Which they got off for, and then they reckon that's why they.
See, I told you I could do an hour on the conspiracies for the
and we won't.
So if you're keeping tally, we've taken 4 Super Bowls off Tom Brady if Drew Brees beats him in this Super Bowl.
Well, I don't know if Drew Brees beats him, but it would have been the ultimate good versus evil because everyone fucking loved Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Hey, like, if you don't like Drew Brees, you have
I'll tell you what, they would have had to put more than 13 points on the board to beat the Saints.
Brees would have been slinging. It would have been way better. Would have been fun.
Yeah.
And then maybe Brees wins his second.
I back Brees.
Maybe he wins his second Super Bowl. And then like Brees is the first ballot Hall of Famer anyway, but it's a different conversation that, his Super Bowl was beautiful and fantastic because it was the city rebuilding.
Well, it's also not without controversy as well because Peyton Manning threw that pick 6, and they reckon that there's a bit of a conspiracy theory. No, that he did it because New Orleans went through Katrina.
Yeah,
on purpose.
Oh, to get them into the Super Bowl.
No, for them to win the Super Bowl. The city had something that it was like called in.
Yeah, and there's also the Hank Basket. Husband of Kendra Wilkinson fumbled the onside kick at the start of the half.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
there's some big moments in that Super Bowl. But then Drew Brees, maybe he's been to 2. Yeah. Then it's like, he was riding the city that year. This would have just been him. He was just fucking good.
Flinging the ball.
Yeah, because Drew Brees has talked about it at a high level, but he's definitely a step down from those elite guys.
Yeah,
like he gets talked about like Rodgers. Brady, Manning, Montana. He's definitely a level down from them when he's talked about.
Yeah.
It's they only won one. It was the city was around him. It was just a team of destiny.
Rodgers only won one.
True, early too.
Yeah.
But he got closer to a lot more.
He got more personal accolades as well.
Yeah.
But with Brees, what happens if he never got there and signed with Miami?
Can I read out this? Because this is my favorite slide.
Is this the Saban?
Yes.
Saban Miami. Yep.
This is how it works, right? 2004, Chargers draft Eli Manning.
That's right.
Which then turns into Phillip Rivers.
Yep.
Because they have to swap because Manning is a
big forces his way out.
In fairness, he always said he didn't play for him. At least he backed his own.
Got drafted.
At least he's about the only guy that's ever said it and gone, no, I fucking told you I won't play. Anyway, that's a completely different story. And another sliding door moment for the Giants.
Actually, well said, yeah.
And the Chargers.
So 04, then Brees goes on to have his first Pro Bowl season, his best season in the NFL. He was in his third year. He's named the starter for 2005, so Rivers' second year. He has a career-threatening shoulder injury. At the time, a lot thought it was career-ending. That's how serious an injury it was. So Rivers takes over, plays really well, becomes the next Chargers franchise quarterback. So there's the first sliding door moment.
They wanted to go with him anyway because they drafted him high. He was the bigger man.
Let's just say Rivers doesn't get hurt, takes him to the playoffs. It's going to be Brees. It's going to be pretty hard to move on from that as well.
Yeah,
one of them gets traded.
Yeah, it's another little. Maybe they trade Rivers.
Yeah,
you don't know. Then Brees hits free agency, expected to sign with the Dolphins. All locked up. Everything's happening. Nick Saban is the head coach going into his second year at the Dolphins at the time. Loved Brees, wanted Brees. In the end, the medical staff went, this is a big risk. We shouldn't do it.
Yep.
Dolphins don't do it. Goes to the Saints. Becomes the Saints' best franchise quarterback ever. No doubt about it. Hall of Famer, one of the best quarterbacks ever. I believe he has the passing yards record still, but
Brady
took it.
Yeah. He held it.
He's second then.
He held it for a while. I think he's 7 or 8 out of the 10 70% season for career.
He goes to be one of the best quarterbacks ever, right?
Yeah.
So that's a sliding door moment for the Chargers, the Saints, the Dolphins, right? But then there's another sliding door moment, and this leaks into college football. Saban gets fired. Yeah. They have a 6-10 season. He, after the season, starts basically saying, I'm paraphrasing here, but you fucked me not getting me Brees. Because they traded for Dante Culpepper, the corpse of Dante Culpepper, who ends up being dreadful that year, and they go 6-10. He gets fired not only because of poor performance, but his disagreement with the organization.
Yeah, goes to Miami.
Goes back to Alabama.
No, I think Miami first.
No, goes straight to Alabama. He signed with Miami and then bailed on it to go to Alabama. Right. And then becomes arguably, I'm sure a lot of people that aren't Alabama fans would argue, but arguably the best college football coach ever in the history of the NFL.
He's in the conversation.
Football. He's in there. He's Alabama become the powerhouse of college football for the next 15 years? 20 years, is that unfair?
Number one coach, and at the time, probably the number one recruiter as well.
Yep. It changed the Chargers, it changed the Saints, it changed the Dolphins, and it changed college football.
And Miami and Alabama.
Yep. All because of an injury. Because of Drew Brees getting injured.
Well, the medical team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. Now, maybe the medical team were right at the time. Maybe they're like, he's fucked. He can't throw. Look, Brees has said himself, I couldn't throw a football 10 yards when I first met with Miami. I couldn't throw it. He's like, the Saints took a chance on me, and he's like, they did take a chance, but they also didn't. The contract was not much.
Yeah.
It just wasn't that much. It's insane. I think it's one of the biggest sliding door moments in all of sport because it changed so many factions of sport.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what if he goes there and he's really good? And then Saban becomes Sean Payton in the NFL. He becomes that sort of guy.
Yeah.
Sean Payton is now one of the best coaches in the NFL. Maybe Saban's that.
And he's got the bona fides to be like that, to be considered that level of coach.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It is. It's wild all around, and all because of, again, we talked about Bledsoe and stuff, all because of an injury, because of a hit. It's just one play changed the momentum of so many things, and it is the biggest lame hypothetical in the history of sport, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's
George's favorite
for sure.
No,
I love it.
George's favorite is the one that he specifically said.
Oh, old lame-o Lamerson over here. Let's go. Let's do it. No, let's go. Give us your one.
The last one, is it?
No, we've got a couple more, but the others are
So the game tied at 35-all, under 2 minutes left. Bradbury was flagged for defensive holding on Chiefs Juju Smith-Schuster. Extended. It was on third down. I think it was 3rd and 14 or 3rd and 15 at the time.
I can't believe it was Juju Smith-Schuster. I would have thought he was at the Steelers still.
from Philly's 15 out. So extended the drive. Obviously, they were able to run out the clock and kick a field goal to win the game.
Hold on. This is where I'm first argument from me. Tom,
I'm agreeing with George 100%. It shouldn't have been PI.
No,
I don't know.
I said we do this, but I'm changing my mind already. What time was left when the Chiefs kicked the field goal? Can you just find that out for me?
Yeah, about minute 30, I think, off the top of my head.
Continue when you're going, because you think they ran the clock out and there was no time left.
No, I think they kicked it with like 30 seconds left.
I think it was like a minute 30.
We'll find out in a second. I think. Either way, keep going. Yep.
Can we get the play too? Because that's comical.
I'd love to see the play.
Because what's the sliding door moment?
The sliding door moment is that he's coming. Mahomes is coming off a bad loss in the Super Bowl the year before, with the brakes beat off him by Tampa the year before.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right? It was after Tampa. It was. I thought it was when they beat.
So then if they lose this one, right? They lose this one, and then obviously they didn't make it the year after. The Bengals made it from the AFC.
Yep.
So they brakes beat off against the Bucks, lose this one close. Hurts is a 2-time Super Bowl.
He would have been MVP. He played very well.
2-time Super Bowl MVP.
Yep.
And then they lose another one again to Philly again. That's all of a sudden he's got a losing record in the Super Bowl. Huge sliding door moment, dude. Legacy wise, think about it.
Yeah. Here's my qualms with this.
Qualms.
It was holding. That's the bottom line. James Bradbury even came out straight after the game and said it was holding.
What's he going to say? Of course he's going to say I held. He's going to take responsibility. He's not going to blame the refs in that moment. He's going to look like an idiot.
He could be like, I wasn't fucking holding. I didn't hold him. It was blatant holding.
He says that first of all.
He actually held him twice.
First, if he said that he's going to get fined. He says that he's going to get fined.
He could say, I disagree with it. Move on. He could say, no comment. He said, I held him. He beat me. I held him. And what I thought was, I'll get the holding call, not give up a touchdown, and we'll hold him to a field goal and we'll give ourselves a chance.
I am looking at this through the biggest one-eyed Philly lens ever.
I hadn't noticed yet.
No, thanks, Scott.
Scotty's played this way better than I thought I would.
But in that moment, in that game, at that time, you can't make that call. It wasn't holding.
Why? It was a
come on.
All right. Okay.
Come on, bro.
All right.
I've seen way worse.
Can we, Tom, how far away are we from finding this clip?
Oh, the clip is hard because it's
how much time was left when they kicked the field goal?
5 minutes and 7 seconds.
Yeah.
No.
That's when they went up 38-35.
No, it was under 2 minutes left. It was under 2 minutes, I'm sure.
Where are you looking at this at ESPN?
Yeah.
So you're telling me the whole ESPN corporation's wrong with their timing?
Yes, find the clip.
Compared to your recollection of this?
My hazy memory, yes, and I've been hitting the head a lot.
Fucking hell. What are we doing here?
5 minutes.
All I'm saying is that one call really.
If you're talking about
just a sliding door moment.
If you take the call aside and
forget whether it was or wasn't PI, that's not what I'm arguing here. What I'm saying is that
it changed
that one call changes everything.
Mahomes is then 1 and 2 in the Super Bowl.
Correct.
He's been. Are you sure the Bucks were the year? They were. They were.
It was the year before.
So the Bucks have just drummed them the year before. Brady's just knocked him off, which was the ultimate. It was the GOAT battle at that point, and it was like, "Hey, fuck you, man! I'm the GOAT."
Yeah.
And then they lose this. You're right. Yeah.
From a narrative point of view, from a legacy point of view, that one call huge defining.
It does.
Like I said, at this point now, Hurts.
But you're saying that isn't like it wasn't holding. It was clearly
that's not
holding.
what I'm saying. I'm saying just that one call changes everything.
Or like,
dude, you just hate the fucking Eagles. That's why.
No, I don't.
But maybe with
I just don't think it's a sliding door moment because it's a definite call.
Maybe if Hurts was like good in the Super Bowl MVP, he should have just scored with 5 minutes left and they could have won anyway.
It's a 50-50 call at best.
It's not. It's just he held him twice in the same play.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not arguing the holding. But we're never going to agree.
Okay, that's fine. We don't have to agree. That's the beauty of it.
That's why there's menus at a restaurant. A great man once told me it sounds better in Greek.
It's me.
We've got a few to get, but we'll decide which one you want to do to finish off. We've got Cam Newton not jumping on the ball.
Oh, Cam Newton.
We got Andrew Luck,
Cam Newton
career, or all right, done.
Cam Newton. We got to do Cam Newton because this is two players that will be remembered differently because of this. So 4 minutes remaining, down 6 on their own 40. So on.
No, they were closer than that.
Yeah, they were on the.
I reckon they were like 25
They were on Denver's 40.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they were on the good.
Yeah, it was close in midfield.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
past midfield. Came to get stripped. He has himself said, I got scared and didn't dive on it.
Yep.
He has said that himself, and I actually respect that from him because he could have kept fluttering around for years about it.
He didn't say that immediately, though.
No, he fluttered around on it for a bit, but 2024, I actually found the clip today. He
I
said,
saw the clip as well.
Yeah, he said, I was scared the moment. It wasn't I was scared of getting hit. It was like everything was happening, and I just didn't react the way I should have reacted. He's like, I wasn't scared. I get hit all the time. Like, obviously, he wasn't.
The dude was as big as DeMarcus Ware.
He's tough as fucking nails, Cam Newton. No one will ever argue that. But he did the moment got to him and he just froze, and that was it. And the other side of the moment is then Peyton Manning wins his second Super Bowl, where he was
worst winning quarterback performance in history.
It's actually statistically the worst ever.
Oh yeah,
yep, it's terrible.
And that strip probably got Von Miller his Super Bowl MVP as well.
You're probably right.
Yeah. Now
he pulled out.
Now we don't know if they go on to win from here, but all we know is that this is what this Super Bowl is remembered for. We said it, George. I remember. Like this will never be forgotten.
Like the Panthers' offense was spluttering around and weren't playing up to their potential, and the Broncos' defense was playing lights out. So there was a lot of other moving parts happening there. But like that defining moment for his career, unfortunately, will be this, and that where all the trolls will remember him for is this one moment.
And it was also the season like leading up. I think they were 15 and 1.
Yep.
And it was the hubris around them. He's a big personality. The team had a big personality. They were fairly unliked going into that Super Bowl because they talked a lot of shit. They'd wrote a lot of checks they hadn't cashed yet.
But they were really good still.
I agree. But
like they beat the brakes out of Seattle, and Seattle were very good.
Here's the thing with Cam Newton, right? And I like Cam Newton.
I think, did they beat Green Bay in the championship game?
Potentially.
So they knocked off Seattle and Green Bay, and then they deserve to be up and about a bit.
No, but here's the thing, right? When you talk like Cam Newton did, and you hadn't been there yet, and he won MVP, and all the stars were aligning, and then you freeze in the biggest moment of your career, that's why you're remembered for it. If he dives on that ball,
that's a bit unfair. I think it's a bit unfair.
That's what he's remembered for.
Yeah, but I'm not saying. I'm just saying that I think over the course of his career, that's a bit unfair. That's what he's remembered for.
Why do you think that's unfair?
Because he was probably the most electric NFL player for a 3-year period.
Yeah,
I don't think it's fair or unfair. I think it's reality. And the bottom line is that
the dude won a Super Bowl and MVP, and everyone remembers him for his worst play. That's all I'm saying. It's a bit unfair. Like,
yeah, that aspect's unfair. But if you know what, say he dives in that ball, say he goes for it, loses it anyway, or win or recovers it, and they don't win. No one talks. It's like, yeah, they got beaten by.
If he dives for that ball, even if he doesn't recover it, no one's saying anything.
Yeah, and
you got stripped. You tried to get
maybe they score on that drive, and then Peyton turns back the clock and has one good drive and wins the game. And then you talk, all I'm saying is it's that unfairly or fairly, that's what he's remembered for mostly in his career. And it's brought up all the time.
It was his worst play, which Scott's correct. He's remembered for his worst play, but the problem is that his worst play was in the biggest moment.
Yeah. And look, if I ever met Cam Newton, I would that would be the last thing I'd bring up.
Oh, I fucking love watching him play.
Legend. I just want to talk ball.
I genuinely love watching him play. And Seattle was good. The Panthers were good. They would have these physical, like, fucking wars together, and like I love watching it. Like Cam was an absolute dog. Like,
and this is why it's a sliding door moment, because
it's just a bit shit.
Yeah, it is. It's a shit sliding door moment. It is. It sucks for him, but it's the reality of it now. Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's one thing is completely.
But maybe it could have been a dynasty starter as well
for Denver,
the Panthers.
You never know. That's you never know. You just don't know.
They destroyed Arizona in the championship game.
Oh yeah,
49-20.
Who'd they beat in that playoff run?
Seattle.
Yeah, in the divisional, I think.
And they beat Minnesota 10-9.
Yeah,
10-9.
The Favre Minnesota, wasn't it?
Yep.
They had a good run.
Yeah,
and that was the Kurt Warner Cardinals with Prime Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Larry Fitz.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, well, you're right. Yeah. All right, quickly to Andrew Luck.
We have to.
Andrew Luck retiring. Again, we talk about organizations failing their players. This was this as well. And the sad part is that after he retired, they went on to build a terrific offensive line too late.
Well, over 8 years of trying, they did. But they got there in the end.
Can I ask a question? One question I've got on this. If Luck hasn't retired, Have the Colts won a Super Bowl?
I think that he lost faith with them and he would have moved on.
Yeah. Okay. George, have they won a Super Bowl?
I think that he's too talented to not win one.
I think he was that sort of guy. I truly think he was that dude. Whether it was at the Colts or somewhere else.
I'm not denying that he wouldn't have won. I just think because you got to remember, like they had that Cinderella playoff game when they were down 21 points against the Chiefs,
and then fumbled the snap and then scored.
And then he willed that dog shit team to fucking win that game. Like he was so much better than the Colts, and then they basically ruined him because they just did not invest in the O-line. And I think that. He's a Stanford guy. He's incredibly smart. He would have just leveraged his way out of there.
He runs football operations for Stanford.
Yeah.
And still he just loves ball.
Yeah.
But I think he grew tired. Is the like now comparison to him Joe Burrow? Could this be a Joe? I don't think Joe Burrow will retire, but did you think that of Luck? His retire was shocking.
I think Luck was a far better quarterback than Joe Burrow. Very
fair too.
Far better.
Yeah. And
he never had a Jamar Chase or a
T.Y.
running
Hilton
back.
was his best player. And
T.Y. Hilton was good. I'm not saying he's not Jamar Chase. Like no one was saying T.Y. Hilton's the top 3 receiver at his time.
No. He's not even a Hall of Famer. Jamar Chase, if he retires now, is probably a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Like he's probably he's in the conversation.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, like I remember when Luck retired, he'd been at training camp. Like they just played a preseason game.
Yeah.
And he didn't even play. And he's just like, nah.
Yeah, he saw the O-line going out there. He goes, nah, bro.
Curtis Painter, all yours, big dog.
Yeah.
No, Curtis Painter was the reason they got Andrew.
Yeah, they got,
There was arguments that the year Manning
the
year that Manning broke his neck and didn't play for the whole season, he should have been MVP because they went from 14-2 to 1-15.
Did they win a game that year?
1-15.
Yeah.
1-15.
That's
crazy.
That's a sad one because the reality is he should still be playing now.
We were robbed. How old's Andrew Luck, Tom?
Yeah,
same age as Russell Wilson, like 35, 36.
He is 36.
He should still be playing now, dude.
Yeah. It's cautionary tale. Organizations don't be shit.
That's sad for the NFL.
It is.
The NFL is worse for Andrew Luck.
And fans. We were robbed of Andrew Luck.
He's like one of the last good old school quarterbacks as well. Has a great play call, snap count.
Oh, Gruden. I think Gruden still beats off to their quarterback camp. It comes up all the time. Andrew Luck was the best one I ever did. He actually knew how to do a cadence and go under center.
Brought up a good point that I was thinking about when I saw this topic come up was he sort of on, what am I trying to say here? That he was the last of that old school
traditional
pocket,
QB.
Traditional drop back cube, not super mobile,
Field general
pocket QB.
I want to play under center.
That, because of his lack of mobility was half of the reason why he was always so banged up.
He was very mobile. He was a big.
I agree with you only on that. He was very mobile.
Yeah.
He was sneaky mobile.
Yeah.
He was like Aaron Rodgers sort of mobile.
Yeah, he was. Absolutely, he was.
And huge.
He just
6'4".
He just got deleted. He just got fucking bashed every game.
Yeah. Fuck you, Colts. This has made me sad now. We should have finished on Drew Brees.
Should have finished on the holding penalty.
Now,
can we get it back up again?
No more.
Get it back up.
No, I agree. So I think that whatever George
We
said.
can do this again. There's so many what ifs that we haven't done. That
Tommy, I don't know if you heard. Scotty had a tough week, right? He had to drive a few hours and then do some paving. I was like, I don't know.
And send some emails. Poor guy.
I'm so far behind anyway.
I actually don't know what he did this week because he hasn't complained once. I've been worried. Now this is the right time to bring it up. I've been worried fucking sick about you and you haven't got back to me once.
Just been working 12 hours a day and fucking 8 hours away.
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds great. We can do it next week.
Yeah.
All right. That is it for us this week. Hey, if we missed any sliding door moments that you liked, shoot us in. Appreciate people that sent some in. We did do a couple of them.
Yes, thank you.
But also, if we didn't get to your one, we apologize. There was a lot, as you can see. And there was a short list of about 20 more. So there was plenty.
We'll probably touch on it again. We've got heaps of time to talk shit during the off season.
Definitely. We'll do Ace Ventura next week and then we'll move on to.
Are we actually going to do it?
I want to do Ace Ventura.
Let's do it. I want to do it.
Movie review Ace Ventura next week.
Done. We're in.
All
Stay tuned.
All right.
Can I get 3 weeks to watch it?
No, but no.
No, we'll put it on right now. And shout out to our sponsors, the Sporting Globe, Chernside Park. Love your work. Make sure you get around them for, I was going to say NBA Finals, but that's over. Thanks to the Spurs. But Socceroos tomorrow morning. Good luck to them. Get in the Sporting Globe. Watch it there. Make sure you follow us on our socials, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Give us a subscribe. Do everything right. And shout out to our boy, Teleprompter Tom. Great to have you back in the studio. Big guy.
Absolutely.
Peace out, everyone.